Welcome back to the finale of my Pokemon Sinking Sapphire playthrough. We've been through lots of ups and downs in terms of how I feel about this game and Pokemon in general and blah 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 blah, right? But, you know, in terms of how this is as a remake of Ruby Sapphire, comparing it to Emerald, etc. and so on, right? All those types of talking points. And a good bit of frustration, but some cool battles in there as well. Cool team. And yeah, I could not tell you the last time I played the Delta episode in particular. It was probably longer than I had last played ORAS, which was a number of years ago at this point anyway. So yeah, I'm down to soak it all in. I don't think it is so long that I can't do it in one sitting. Maybe I'm incorrect on that, but I'm down to kind of just power through and just like finish it up, because I do not remember this being that long. But again, I could be wrong, and this could be an especially long stream, but I think that's fine, honestly. So Space Cowboy, good to see ya. All right, so we got like a fake time on a fake day of a fake month. Moss Deep Space Center Celestial Observatory, if I can speak. Yeah, so yeah, last time there was like that sort of ending cutscene, if you want to call it that, where Norman and Norman's wife slash Brendan's mom, why she doesn't have a name, maybe she does like in other material, but it's just weird. We're like, oh, we're gonna see the what's it called, the shooting stars or something like that over in Moss Deep. And so this kind of picks up from that little tidbit. The meteoroid's trajectory has suddenly changed direction. Now it's on a collision course with our planet. What? Recheck the data, you fucking moron. No, I'm kidding. Update the course calculations and confirm the new trajectory, or you're all fired. No. Target locked on. I'm not going to read all the dialogue. Confirming the meteoroid's new expected trajectory now. But at least for like this introductory bit, right? According to the numbers, it should make impact somewhere southwest of Satopolis on a small island off Route 131. Yup. Dangerously close to Goofy's laugh. Why does Whismer have a fucking butthole, dude? I know it's like the sound Pokemon, and I think it has holes. Obviously, it has ear holes, but like that's where it projects sound. But come on, man. What the fuck? Like, I remember the Delta episode in broad strokes, but also nice little custom title card there for the hack, Sinking Sapphire. Yeah, I remember it in broad strokes and like what it means in terms of like, there's a mega timeline and a regular timeline and stuff like that, and I think that's fine for like a, I know it's weird to say this, but like I think that's fine for a self-contained story, but I've said it a lot, where like putting stock into stuff like that in a series where the connections are usually pretty loose, I think can, I don't know, I mean, like if it adds the experience for you, I don't see why there's no problem with like digging into that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I think recognizing whether or not the developers of said series care about making those connections make sense and matter, right? Because if they don't, as with most Nintendo games, which of course the Nintendo published always, but Pokemon is kind of, it's under the Nintendo umbrella, but it is like sort of distinct, right? Sometimes since I last saw you, but you look stronger somehow. Yeah. Yeah, so like, because then it gets into like Let's Go, and like that game has Mega Pokemon, and it's also like a different story. It's like the same storyline, but like not. It like takes place like after the original storyline had. It's just like weird shit where I'm like, okay, I guess that's in the Mega timeline, but it's like the more I dig into it, the more I'm like, I don't feel like I need this kind of stuff out of really like any piece of media, to be honest. Like I don't mind. Like, okay, yeah, you escalate to like a multiversal like kind of thing for like an event, but then it's like, okay, we back down, we reset, we tell more personalized stories after that to kind of palate cleanse, right? But it's Pokemon. Storytelling's not really at the forefront for the most part. This segment of this game honestly being kind of an exception, I guess. Because, like, yeah, there's story stuff going on in each of these games, but to say it is story-driven, I don't know about that. Like, I would give you, like Gen 5 to an extent. I feel like Gen 5 balances storytelling and gameplay pretty well, though, in terms of, like, letting you, you know, play for a while, and then here's some exposition or dialogue or lore or whatever, right? Gen 7's also one that's like very narratively driven, like to a fault in some ways for sure, but I do really like that gen. Still need to replay it because it's been a while since my last replay, but yeah. Her battle theme is amazing. Like, legitimately, it's got to be one of the best battle themes in the series. Like, kind of easily, and there are a lot of really good battle themes in this series. I'm probably gonna say it. I'm gonna get ahead of myself here, where it's like, I can already tell I'm gonna say, like, I wish that the way the battles are presented matched up with how amazing the music is at times, right? The stories, the battles you made along the way. There's no, I mean, I know you're joking around, but like there is a legitimate argument for that, where it's like, yeah, like the story of Super Mario Brothers is Mario ran through the Mushroom Kingdom and jumped on a Goomba and hit this block, and like that is, at least, you know, what you're doing in the game, like, is a part of the story. You could argue like always, but I think there is like taking your joke seriously. Like I do think there's a balance to be had, right? Because I'm cool with the game with minimal storytelling. I've said it a lot in the past, where like I would prefer that to a game trying to focus on its narrative and like not really being like kind of for the sake of it, you know what I mean? Comes up with Sonic games a lot, where it's like, I personally, you know, prefer when Sonic games take themselves seriously. I say that as someone who hasn't played a lot of Sonic games since, you know, the GameCube era, really. I've played a few since then, but I'm not like big into the series like that these days. But my point being, like, it's like, okay, you want a more lighthearted story, you want to whatever, okay, fine, but then like don't make it a prominent thing then, you know? If you don't want story to be the focus, then don't make it the focus, and then half-ass it or like whatever, right? So I don't have a Flymon on my team. So we're gonna lead Apollo for a bit, just to get him a little higher level. This might be a little bit cooler to like go on foot and sort of like explore the region more naturally as opposed to just like fast traveling everywhere kind of thing. But yeah, like I made a good bit more progress into replaying Metal Gear Solid 3. And I know like Metal Gear games are like kind of known for being like extremely cutscene heavy and all that. And yes, there are long cutscenes and there is a lot of dialogue, but I feel like 3 in particular lets you play for a while before then hitting you with another barrage of cutscenes and stuff like that. And they're all like the cutscenes and the character interactions and stuff are like, it's pretty much all great stuff as well. But it's really like that balance between the two. Like I feel like MGS3 is like more balanced in terms of the ratio of cutscenes to gameplay compared to the previous 2 titles. And that's just one factor, right? I just found the amount of cutscenes and just like exposition dumping in MGS2 this time around to be like too much. But it's to reinforce the themes, which are strong, and I don't want to discredit that because, like, yeah, it's very interesting and fascinating, but there's only so many codec calls I can take, you know what I mean? Like, it's actually impressive how impactful it can be in MGS2 despite the limitations on that front, with like most of these interactions happening over codec. I like how Matt is just like, he's just standing there like this. And I'm like, can we not do this? Okay. I was like slightly nervous that we were gonna see like a level 80 come out here or something. Not like nervous, like I could probably get through it still, but it's more just like, ugh, I don't want to go grind kind of thing. Or feel pressure to go grind. Can I kill this? Damn. Damn, buddy. Fucking barbarical over here, man. Yeah, self-healing. I really like, I don't know. He's healing here, I'm gonna heal here. I really just want to get my levels up before we fight Zinnia. Like that fight, I'm more willing to like treat like an actual event. And kind of treat it like I have been treating a lot of the major fights in this. But for this, I'm just like, okay, can we just like kind of get on with things? Yeah, I know this thing had like Blizzard or some such bullshit last time. I guess there's no ground type on this team, is there? A Flygon was going to be that. You're probably going to Thunder. I don't have any way to resist that, unfortunately. So I'm going to U-turn out. I'm going to pivot around a bit here. I mean, I can just go back and forth between these two, hypothetically. Just casually landing a Thunder out of rain first try. And worst case, if they do get a freeze, I have Scald at least. Damn, is this fucking No Guard and Sheer Force at the same time? Because my lord. I just don't know what... Nidoqueen's pretty bulky, so... I just want to kind of chip it down a bit into range of Scald, which I don't know what that would be. I would imagine Scald is more than half, right? And worst case, again, if this gets parried, then we just switch out because Natural Cure. Oh, but wait, it can't get parried because it's Sheer Force. Never mind. So we can't get frozen or parried, actually. Never mind. Forgot about that. That's why these are especially strong, even though we resist. I'm just gonna Scald here and just hope that it does enough. Damn. We get a burn. We get the burn, which is pretty big. End up sacking Gren here. So maybe... Are you gonna full restore it again? I guess regardless, I go into this and click Surf. Yeah, okay. Which I'm hoping 2 shots. If I had U-turned... I probably would have needed a U-turn once or twice more, but Gren was only going to live maybe 1 more Blizzard. Maybe not even, actually. Get that Spec Surf going. Shark. I just go into Langolier. I don't know what this is clicking. Probably Dark Move, right? Because Dry Skin. What Monster Capture series could have broken into the 3rd spot? I never played any of them, but I know Yokai Watch was big for a bit. If Earthquake did that much in base, I should live if I Mega, right? Unless we get crit again. Which, it's not even jinxing at this point. Mawwile's been crit by Earthquake so many times in this playthrough. But yeah, Yokai Watch is probably the closest one, but I don't know what's going on with that. I'll go for Pump. What, like... What a weird shit read. Like, what a weird shit-ass fucking read from the opponent there. I don't... Like, you specifically did that because you knew I was gonna Mega? Like, Earthquake killed, though, right? Am I dumb? I got read by a CPU? Unless they literally are reading my inputs? Yeah, I think I lose if it's Ice Fang. Wait, I think I just lose, actually. Are you Ice Fang or Crunch? So if I had not Mega'd, you know, because I figured, okay, Earthquake did over half, they're gonna click Earthquake again. I should live if I Mega, and then they did the special attack. Which, I guess they're at -1. I don't know, dude. I'm just... like, yes, it's an excuse, yeah. But I'm also, like, not really trying to fight this guy right now. I'm just, like... not really trying to do this right now. We resist this. I don't think Altaria gets any Spadef, boost from Mega-ing, so it's the same as it would have been. These both do the same damage. Because there's no Pixelate boost, because I Mega'd Mawile only to die. That's a 2-hit KO. I kind of want to just set up with this. Yeah, especially because he keeps protecting every turn. And I'll just heal up and then BD again. Oh, I literally, like, saw... I saw the cursor be there and still pressed A. I'm like, why does it let you do that? It makes no sense. I think that's specific to this gen, is it not? Because there's definitely other Pokemon games where if you try to do that, it'll be like, you can't because it doesn't do anything. So why does it let you try to use a potion on a fainted Mon? It makes no sense. Very annoying. Off to a good start. I'm already annoyed. I know we're only at +5. Oh, I should have just done it again because he's protecting every turn even though he's already at max speed. Just to be annoying. Oh, this fucking thing. I mean, maybe it's better that we're not Mega, so we don't take super effective damage from Gyro. Yeah, I honestly don't really know much about Bakugan to speak on like where it kind of falls in sort of the spectrum of monster catching stuff. Because, you know, of course, like, Megami Tensei, like, where, you know, part of the inspiration for Pokemon, you know, Mega 10. Of course, Dragon Quest is a factor too, but, like, you know, Megami Tensei is all about, like, you know, recruiting demons and then fusing them, and there's, like, a collection aspect there, but it's not, like, it's really not... To me, I don't know. I mean, like, I guess it could be comparable to, like, a Nuzlocke, where you're swapping out team members over the course of a playthrough. Because, like, in SMT, like, you are... I guess 5 is kind of the exception, where you... It takes quite a bit of, like, boosting items and stuff like that to keep a lower-level demon viable in the late game, though. It's definitely doable. It's not, like, particularly difficult, but... A lot of the ethos of the earlier titles, at least, were like, you know, demons don't really grow a whole lot. So you're more so relying on their base stats and their skill sets, which encourages swapping them out as you face stronger and stronger foes. Which is kind of a different ethos to Pokemon, because like in SMT, it's just like, you just throw them away, you fuse them for fodder sometimes. Whereas here, it's like, oh, they're your friends, and you know, they stay by you and stuff like that, and blah, 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 right? And I'm not like poo-pooing that element. I just mean like, it's like a little bit different. To the point where I know sometimes people call SMT, you know, Pokemon for adults or like some fringe-ass shit like that. Probably just to like onboard, I guess. Like, I understand it to that extent where it's like, to get people interested, it's like, oh, I like Pokemon. Oh, I want, you know, a Pokemon-ish game to like be more mature and stuff like that. But it at least to me, like, I like both, but it's like, I don't feel like SMT scratches the same itch as Pokemon does. It's like, it's different. Though I did think that Raido, because of the field moves and stuff like that in Raido, I did think that Raido felt more Pokemon-esque in the way that it handles your demons. Even though you're still fusing them away and stuff like that. They like have utility outside of battle too, which is why you might actually keep some lower level demons around and all that, but it depends. Where are we going? I said I was gonna pay attention, but it's just like, it's just a wild goose chase, isn't it? Wally. Okay, I guess I'm looking up where to go because Wally just doesn't say what he just said again, which is bad game design. I should have been paying attention, yes, but there should be some way to determine what your objective is when you're in the post game and the whole region's at. It's different when, like, you know, for one, I know where to go because I know a hole in, like, the back of my hand, but it's like, it's different when you're, like, in the midst of a playthrough where it's like, okay, there's only so many places I can check. But it's the exact opposite here where it's like, I could literally check at, like, any of them, you know, dozens of areas in this region and not find where I'm supposed to go. So that's great. Okay, so Rustboro, then, okay, Rustboro, then Granite Cave, then Moss Deep. Okay, so Rustboro. Really poorly... like, look, I'm not... If I paid attention to the dialogue, yes, I would know where to go, but it's like there should be some way to gather that information elsewise. Go to Rustboro. I'm assuming the gym or Devoncorp? Steven. I feel like this is going to be one of those things where, like, I already think the Delta episode is cool conceptually. But, I don't know, I guess we'll see. I guess this is the first time we've seen them interact directly, right? I guess so, that's how I feel exactly. It's been 3,000 years. Six miles in diameter is crazy. Link cable? Shot on his dad, kinda. This seems a little more amicable than that, but... To be fair, this guy does kind of have, not like a similar haircut, but it's kind of like, you know, semi-slicked back. which I think is what Eugene's dad looked like in PM3. I feel like this is going to be really damn short if I just fly everywhere, and that's kind of the experience that I remember. Not that we're going to get a whole lot out of this by going on foot, but I kind of don't hate the idea of just going on foot, though. Bum 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 bum. I don't know. Buddy up, up. Oh, beep, 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 beep. Boo-ba-doop, boo-ba-doop, boo-ba-doop. So do we fight Zinnia once here and then, like, towards the end? I don't know, I feel like I'm already kind of checked out of this playthrough by this point. But I'm down to see it through. Oh. Alright, so we have to actually fight her, okay. Oh, we get to hear it already. Only 4 Mons. That's interesting for a hack like this. I know, like, the final fight with her she'll have a team of 6, I'm sure, but what does this go for? I feel like EQ is not an impossibility, but also Brave Bird. Is it foolish to go hard into Gran? Maybe I actually just stay in and try to get damage on this. I do want to switch out. I don't think going hard Uzumaki is the correct play. I'm gonna try going Dampe, predicting... Like, I know it's like, okay, yeah, Flying Stab seems obvious, but I feel like EQ... Okay, Drake. Drake comes out here. It's also... It's an Altaria, so it's not, like, super threatening in that regard. I'm gonna try to Willow you. Don't tell me that was Specs. I mean, that's probably... I guess that's the strongest move it has against me. I wonder if they'll switch out its Lum. Okay, you're at -4, though. Yeah, like... Now that I know this thing is special, I'm not even that scared of it, I don't think. In fact, I can just set up and win, if that's what I want to do. But I'm gonna go... we'll play this out a little bit, try to spread the EXP around a little bit more. That wasn't gonna do much anyway, but yeah. Do I spam Ice Beam 4 times? Depends on if she has a Kingdra. Or... what else could she have that would resist? I guess a Goodra would be pretty tanky, you know? Tyrantrum. I'm gonna U-turn on probably just rock move, right? I see no reason why you would click EQ over head smash. So I'm gonna get an intimidate off. Yeah, and I'm like, imagine how hard these battles would go though if like they were actually animated, dude. Like, I know we're still beating that dead horse, but it's like the horse was wanted in 70 countries. Like, I don't know what expression I can say. Okay, this fucking bullshit. It's like, whatever. I don't want to dig into this analogy too much because it's a little gruesome, but it's just like, are you Fire Fang again? I guess beating the drum is probably a better way to put it, right? I'm gonna keep beating the drum because the drum needs to be heard, you know what I mean? It's like... I'm just gonna U-turn again. Mawile is the only thing that resists. I don't live if he lands, but if he misses, then I can pivot. Yeah. Sorry, it's a female fossil that was resurrected. Okay, my bad, okay. I'm just fucking around. Doth not matter. I just go back into Uzumaki, right? And beam this time, maybe? If I think it'll kill? I do not know. Let's find out. I should probably give this the expert belt. But okay. It would be helpful, I guess. Ice Beam probably would one-shot if it had E-belt. This thing is pretty fast, but yeah. It's the Yeesh. Not the Yeesh berry. Yachi. We get the freeze, which is disgusting. But also, I got frozen in this playthrough more. Regardless of what side the freezes are on, I've seen more freezes in this playthrough. Why did it move for a second? What the? Whatever. I've seen more freezes on both sides of the field in this playthrough than I have in like I was saying, certain entire playthroughs. In fact, you could probably say like across multiple Pokemon playthroughs. Because especially when I was growing up, it's like, I don't know how many times freeze actually came up, you know? Then again, we're facing more Mons in these ROM hacks because trainer rosters are increased for the most part. So it's like, okay, the off chance that they have an ice move that has a chance to freeze is technically higher, you know? Don't fuck this up. Are they based? Just scrub out the rest of the... Oh my god. The actions that you're taking now, are they based? No, are they based on the ideals you cling to? Or are they based or are they based? That was actually a good I'm making fun of it, but it's like, that was actually a good interaction there. I like that. It actually does remind me somewhat, not to the same level, but like MGS3 has a lot of similar talking points about that. Thematically. So now we go to Moss Deep. What's the fastest way there on foot? We can't go up current, unfortunately. So it would be a matter of surfing. Oh, we'd have to go the. I'm getting Latias out of the PC. I'm not going all the way through that on foot. It's just at that point, it's just a waste of time. I don't mind going down a few routes, but yeah. If there was a way to just go there on water, I would. But there's too many one-way things. The currents and the route south of Mount Pyre as well. Both one-ways, the opposite way that we want to go. Wait, in fact, do I have the ability to soar yet? Probably not, right? Because the wormholes or whatever probably spawn in after this, I would guess. We'll heal up. Heal up. I'm just gonna keep this page up in case. Yeah, we'll keep spraying these. Maybe I should. Oh no, wait, I can't buy more super repels because they were replaced with max repels because for some reason. Weird, but maybe we'll probably be fine then. Is it here yet? Oh, okay. Are they gonna mega evolve the rocket? What would be interesting, as I was just, you know, factoring in what I had said previously about continuity and like it not being the end all be all or something that I really like need in most game series, honestly. At the same time, I'm like, well, what if this was this what like started the ultra wormhole thing that we see in the Alola games? I think that's kind of interesting if so. Like that is like the thing that sort of breached our way into the ultra wormholes or whatever, the alternate where the ultra beasts are from and all that shit. I'm forgetting what the deal is with her. She keeps referring to humanity like as if she isn't one. And I'm like trying to remember if she's just being weird or if it's like a lore thing. Got nothing. Meteor Falls for a story event is pretty cool. Am I gonna need Waterfall, dude? Probably, right? Because wasn't there that one spot in Meteor Falls that didn't have an item, and I was like, oh, is this for Delta episode? And it probably is. Oh, yeah, I kind of assumed. Yeah. So we'll take Latias. Like, there's probably a battle. Probably. So it's like, who do I bench? Who's the furthest ahead? It's between Mawile and Altaria. Altaria is the furthest ahead. Alright, we'll box Altaria then. This thing is busted in like all circumstances, so yeah. And see, like, I know that buffing my defense with Cotton Guard and then using potions is cheap. Like, yeah, it obviously is. I'm more so doing that to try to speed things along. But that's like another case for at least having some kind of difficulty option that bans items on both sides. You know? Not held items, but like usable items like potions and shit. But it's interesting too, because like in Norman's gym, the trainers use like X items and shit, but so clearly they're capable of using like other items, but they just don't, which is like a little strange. Wait a second. No, yeah, it was up this way. Okay, maybe it's not there then. I don't know. I'm gonna kind of head to where Bagon is normally found. I really don't want to fight these guys, but I already fought some of them at least. Go down this way. I think I fought you already. We can check up here real quick. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Hold up. Let me see if I can catch it. Got it. No, there's just like nothing up here. Okay. Pretty odd. I guess I have to fight this fucking guy. Bum 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 ba bum. Another Altaria lead. And we're pretty high level compared to this guy, so I'm just gonna T-punch. What's up with these Altarias and Draco Meteor, man? It's like you're not strong enough to be dropping nukes like that, though, before setting up. And I don't think Altaria gets, like, Calm Mind or anything. Like, running a special set on Mega Altaria makes sense, because it's 110 in both of its attacking stats. You could run a mixed set even if you wanted to, but base Altaria, it's got like 70 in its attack stats. It's not very good. Which is why, like, you know, you rely on setup. And if Dragon Dance is your only setup, then you're running a physical set. Pretty much every time. Yeah, crit probably mattered, but my low deck is more so specially defensive. Serp? Well, you might be a dragon in this. You probably are, actually. Yeah, it's neutral. Coil. Well, you're not contrary, I guess. Oh my god. I forgot how tanky this thing is. I think another T-punch kills, though. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. The level cap is pretty obvious. 75, I think, is where I'm gonna stop, at least for now. Mawil's like too obvious, but it's so obvious that I'd be kind of a fool to not go into it. Yeah. I could have mega'd, but yeah. Crit, again, like, might have mattered, but we're pretty, again, we got a pretty big level advantage. Mega Am. One of my favorite megas, we get to see it, which is sweet. Look at that hair. Goodbye. Alright, Mawil's capped out. I'm assuming it is deep in here, right? Like, that's where we're supposed to go? Probably. I'm gonna lead the dual starter. No, I'm gonna lead Apollo. And... Ren? No, and... lead Dompe, because then I can burn something, but also click Surf without damaging my own guy too much. Never mind. He's got a water absorber. I think it's fair to just double attack the Poliwrath. Yeah. Just in case it lives. Damn, that's kind of impressive. HJK, yeah. Can't do much about Heliolisk's shit defense. Conk. No. I'm a little nervous about Protect on Conk to guarantee the Flame Orb proc, but nice. '74. Koziyama? Using the Yam. I'm gonna revive Apollo here to get the Hitmontop experience. Yeah, Hitmontop, one of the very few 3D models in this game to actually be like interesting to look at. Look at this! They are just standing there, man! They're just fucking standing there, man. Sac Lottie? Lucario is literally just standing there, dude. Like, why is it worse than I remember it being? That's crazy. Hey, Bick. Like, why are the models worse than I remember, man? That's so unfortunate. I just take the kill on Mega Luke. It's like, it's not like there aren't redeeming qualities to the 3DS titles, because like Gen 7 has the same models for the old Gen Mons. Although I'm very curious to play those and like see if I can notice differences. Plus, I'm sure that the models for like newly added Pokemon were especially focused on are like ones that were in the Kalos regional decks, right? So we have this hack that is bringing in Mons that like typically are just in the post game. But like Hariyama, again, like just kind of stands there. He doesn't even like kind of like reposition himself or like do anything like that. He's just standing there like with the pose, you know? Who's furthest behind still? Apollo, yeah. But yeah, oh, what I was gonna say though is like I remember, you know, like Rowlet in Gen 7 or something, like turning its head around and stuff like that. I feel like maybe there was more detail put into the new like Gen 7 Mons, but I really there's probably others where they just kind of stand there the whole time though. So I'll have to like reevaluate kind of thing in terms of that. See, I'm like, I would rather if, instead of this being like the focus on Rayquaza, it's like, what if we had gotten the actual Emerald story, and then we had this on top of that, right? We get introduced to Rayquaza and he stops Groudon and Kyogre in regular form, let's say, right? Although I guess if you just want to hype up, yeah, like you save the Mega for this arc in that case, right, or something. I guess she's a Draconid or something. Zinnia, that is. She's a Draconid and not a human or something like that. Dude, I was literally going to make a joke about this lady being like, damn, what a fine piece of meat or some shit. And then she says this, and I'm like, damn, my gamer intuition is on point. That's funny as fuck, like, actually. Oh shit, I missed a Mega Stone, but it doesn't matter, though. It's probably for Mence, if I had to guess. Or just Escape. Oh, Rustboro, yeah. Now that Mawile is at level 75, I'm gonna swap it for alt in case there is a battle here. Like, I literally have no idea. Yeah. Oh, this theme for the first time in a long ass time. Wow. For 2 seconds. A little throwback. Wait, that's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Liepard. Counterpart to Truthpard. There's Volt. Did not go for a prankster move, I guess. Udampe. The Shark. Nice, I'm glad I didn't Willow. I thought about it for a second and I was like, eh. Just one-shot this. Like, I didn't think Crunch was gonna kill us in one, either. Probably would have done a lot, but not a one-shot. Whale Lord is really small and he is so lame. Except in Colosseum, where he is big. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm bored. I'm just like a little bit bored by this battle right now. It's, yeah. How do we turn around? Another one. Is Shelly gonna come out of there at the end of this little gauntlet here? Tangrowth. I think this thing has access to EQ, so I'd rather not mince words with it. There's Volt Switch. Has very low SPDF, so he's just grooving. Would I consider this a good 3D model? Tangrowth's a little goofy, and I like the way he's moving. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. At least it's moving more than like barely. You know what I mean? Right in the next hit Pokemon jingle, yeah, about how Wailord is scaled down. Wailord, the new mascot. I mean, to be fair, Wailord is supposed to be based on like a blimp. And a whale, of course, but like it's a blimp. So like, I know blimps are like not really much of a thing these days, but they could easily make a Wailord a blimp that looks like a Wailord for promotional purposes. or something like that. I know it'd be a little silly to do that as a one-off, but that'd be kind of cool. IMO. What are you going for, Empoleon? I was ice type. Are you flash cannoning maybe? Like look at Emp, dude. He's just standing there, man. Emp can look so much cooler than this. Just look at how he moves in Pokken and stuff like that. Come on. I mean, I know that's a fighting game, but like, or Pokken, whatever, however you pronounce it. Absolington, are you Mega? No, they haven't been Mega-ing, okay. That makes sense. Ooh, what? Big whoop. I just kicked your ass and now I'm going to fight another grunt because... Wait, why do we keep turning around like this? It's a little... It's like during the fight, are we like gradually turning around until the grunt... It's nitpicking, but also weird. Like, just have them run around me as the next one comes out or something. Right. I know this thing is bulky, but I don't care. Yeah. Swoop it. Swoobat's a bit of an ugly duckling. I like Woobat a lot, actually. The first form. It's a good first form, but what it turns into is like not... I don't hate it, but it's kind of like... eh. It's like another Crabominable situation, where like Crabrawler, you know, not the greatest Pokemon design ever, but like cool nonetheless. It's a crab that's pure fighting. And it kind of like has like a black eye kind of, and it kind of has its dukes up, you know. Crabrawler, and then it turns into the abomination that is Crabominable, which I guess is fitting in a meta sort of sense, but yeah. Yeah, there's just a lot of back and forth bullshit. Why is the cursor so slow, dude? I know I can use the touchscreen, but it's like, yeah. Apple bottom jeans. I like how the music continues, as opposed to resetting when it's the same town theme. That's something... I don't know, my mind jumps to Mega Man X4 when it comes to that. The music in X4 is excellent. Pun not intended, but it is excellent. I just wish that the music didn't reset when you enter, like, the second half, sort of thing. If it just continues... Because you only hear, like... Those levels are so short in the grand scheme of things, it's like you don't get to hear the full track in most cases. You could, though, if, like, it continued and there weren't loading screens and all that, but... whatever. Still a great game. Still one of the best Mega Man games, for sure. But that one little thing, I'm like, if this wasn't a thing... Like, that is probably, like, my big... Honestly, it'd be kind of my biggest sticking point with X4, is that the music doesn't continue through loading zones. Because I just want to jam out, you know? Mm-hmm. Oh. Is it 5 vapes again? Because in that case, I have a line of play. It's called Going to Heliolisk. Zumaki. Dark Pulse is not a spread move, is it? No. That does a lot. Alright, Heliolisk, you're hitting 75 right now, probably. Are they all hydration? No, I guess they kind of have to be water absorb if you're spamming surfs. Alright, this shit again. I'll see you guys in like 20 years. I wish I had a spread move. I guess Discharge would be the one, right? But I don't even know if Apollo... maybe he can move relearn it or something, but it's like what? Just so I can... Just for this one fight, so I can reteach Thunderbolt after? But I can just click the same... I can just spam it. Like, I can literally just press the A button the entire time. Like, I don't even need to change the cursor. Because this ain't, like, Final Fantasy 1. Or some such game where, like, it doesn't auto-target the next available target. I'm trying to remember if double battles ever did that. Maybe in Gen 3 when they debuted? Like, if you attacked... I know in Gen 4, I think it for sure is, like... If a Pokemon goes down in the same turn, I think... Or maybe not even necessarily that, but more just, like... If there's only one Mon on the field in a double battle, you can click either side and your attack will hit the actual target, kind of thing. Alright. Vaping is bad for you, don't do it. That's why. We had to put down all those vapes. They just jump me and start vaping and I'm just like, no! They just like smack them out of their hands. Dumbass joke. Really dumb joke. Not the dumbest joke you can make regarding the Vaporeon though, to be fair, but... Still though. 75 on Helio is nice. How's everyone else looking? 3k, 10k. Dompe is behind. What'd you say about my behind? I feel like that something... Don't you fight one of these guys? Doesn't this happen in Emerald, kind of? Like, I seem to remember this sort of interaction happening in pixel art, though. But I'm a little fuzzy on the details. Oh, so he's just gone completely rogue, yeah. Wonderful. I mean, Matt could literally grab Brendan by the face and chuck him across the room. I don't know why we're bothering to battle here. Just Pokemon things. Diancie, really? Against Team Aqua? Dude, what are you doing? Unless it's Mega Diancie, I doubt it. That'd be cool. But it's probably not. Blastoise doesn't even have... well, okay, Drake could have given it Shell Smash. So I'm a little bit scared of that. It's also Mega. It's also probably clicking Dark Pulse and nuking Dompe. Oh wait, it is! That's... Wait, that's kind of sick. Except Mega Diancie's frailer. Ice Beam. That's not Mega Launcher boosted. What are you doing? Yeah, the thing is, regular Diancie's tankier than Mega, I think. It's one of those where it sort of like swaps defenses and attack stats. Or at least the priorities of the two, right? It's probably gonna full restore. No? Okay, well that's good for me, because it kills both. And Diancie gets the... Yeah, I kind of wish I could heal up Steven's Pokemon. Because this thing at +2 defense might actually be kind of amazing. There's a Negator. Blizzard's probably coming out here. Bryn seems like a decently safe switch. Oh, that's big. That's big damage. And the Spadef drop to boot. Yeah, super dies. Metagross. Steven realized how dumb Mega Metagross is. So he was like, no, I'm Diancie's my Mega now. Bren goes down. I know it could be Ice Punch, but isn't a Barbaracle. I'm okay with sacking here, actually. That's not what I wanted, really. It's not Stab. Yeah, okay, good. So we get Trevin to 75, at least. I think that'll happen here. Yeah. I'm cool with sacking this now that it's at 75. And revive Gren. Just got 2 more teammates to get to 75, and then we should be good. Meaning, you know, we're on par for current teams, but against, like, you know, like final Zinnia fight or whatever, she'll probably be like... Her cap is probably like either 78 or 80 or something. Maybe it's 77, I don't know. It's probably gonna be higher. That's my point. There's one more. Muck. I mean, Zen Headbutt just destroys this. Oh, he sneaks. It's a sneaky pile of sludge. As they tend to be. Do you even have one more? Yeah. What's Gren looking like? It's just gonna take one more level for Gren. I feel like if I go hard into it, it's gonna die, because I feel like Arrow might click EQ here. So I feel like it's better for me to just text. See what happens. Oh. Still does a lot, though. Does Aerial Ace kill? I guess if I go for it, it's the same difference, right? Either Gren doesn't ever come in to get the experience, or it dies and doesn't get the experience. So, Aqua Tail's interesting. It's stronger than Aerial Ace, so yeah. Because of the KO. Smart. Gren hits 75. But this dude's hand is bigger than this chick's torso. I know it's a perspective thing. That it's like closer to the camera, but it's also like... Sheesh. A little moonwalk there. Got mugged by a Whismer. Take that. Did I not leave this tab up? No, I did. I did. That's why I was confusing myself here. So now the hideout, okay. It's because she's from that world, right? Yeah, I don't know, I don't want to shit talk this portion of the game specifically necessarily, but it's more just like, it's cool. I like it, especially like the finale is great, because I do remember that, like flying up to fight Deoxys and shit. Like, yeah, obviously, but I don't know. At the same time, I don't feel like this alone is something that like makes me want to play ORAS over one of the original Gen 3 games, right? Really, like, again, it's like the Emerald comparison, and like, yeah, I don't know. And I've said a lot too that like it's not like I'm going back and playing vanilla Emerald or anything like that on a regular basis. Very much not. But still, though. We'll just go on foot. Or on... We'll go on lizard. As opposed to like going on foot. How far is Blaziken from 75? Pretty close. If there's a trainer we haven't fought here, maybe I'll just do that real quick. I know I fought a lot of them as I was training for the Elite Four, I think. Gaining a few levels there. Okay. I don't want to accidentally do a rematch, I just kind of want like the standard. Okay, we already fought you. Maybe one of the ones up here. Yeah. And this guy's mon should be low enough level to where I can just kind of one-shot him. I'm saving after this. The more appealing form of Gastrodon, in my opinion. I almost feel like I can just T-punch this. 20 levels is a lot. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. We're already more than halfway through, according to just like the locations listed on Bulbapedia. Yeah, hideout, back to Moss Deep, Satopolis, Route 131. There's a water route, I think, right? Okay, yeah, let's go to the hideout. Are we gonna face Shelly there? I'm just gonna hit the Pokemon Center real quick. Even though I probably don't need to. Ba-ba-bum-be-bum. Oof. Dude, it's kind of crazy, like, having streamed this for however long it's been, 3 or 4 weeks. It's like, I get to the end of the playthrough and I'm like, man, it's been that long since I started it? It's kind of nuts. But yeah, like, eventually I'll do Gen 7. I feel like I will probably replay XG before that. Before I do that. But even then, I'm going to take, you know, as I usually do with Pokemon playthrough, I'll take a bit of a break. Are you fucking serious, dude? Well, I fought these guys already. I literally fought this guy already, dude. Yeah, because he has 7. Of course, like, yeah, it seems like the teams are refreshed for now, but I'm like, can I just... Should have T-punched, probably. Safer. Like I said, I wanted to soak it all in and all that, but I more so meant, like, narratively, see what this has to offer. for the first time in like a long ass time. At least the fights are quick, I guess, you know? I'm assuming we're just heading to the deepest part of the dungeon, just like we did before. It's like, I don't know. Just like, hey, go through this dungeon that you already cleared again, and it's like not different. It's like, okay. No speed boost. How dare you? I mean, it can't sleep powder me at least. Protect is technically, like, I would almost say it's always the correct play turn 1, unless I have a suspicion my opponent's gonna set up. But that way I would have been +1 speed at least. Oh. Well, Protect comes into play here anyway. Alomamol is impressed. It's like, wow! It's because it's so bulky. It's like, it's impressed you were able to take it out. I'm not gonna try to impersonate that cry. I know it. It's very distinct, but no. I'm gonna fall asleep, dude. I swear. Right. Motherfuck. I was going to try to stop. I assumed that he was just gonna stare the same direction the whole time, and then by the time I realized and whatever, I tried to stop and I wasn't fast enough. I actually think Overheat is the right play here. I'm gonna stay in anyway. I don't really care if this is a sack. And it wasn't. Nice. Holy shit, these battles are boring, and I get nothing out of them because this is post-game. Just let me play the story. Holy shit, man. Is this right? I don't even know. This is the one of the bedrooms, so I kind of doubt it. This is Shelly's room. It's not correct. Boom, boom, boom. Funky bass line. Boom, boom, boom. Are you a trainer? No, they're like weirdly is not. There's weirdly not a scientist trainer class in this gen, is there? For Hoenn? Like Gen 1 has them. Oh, I'll never hit 75. I thought I hit 75. My bad. So I literally didn't even have to fight this guy if I had reacted faster. I'm guessing we have to fight that chick. Yeah, I doubt the right way is through here. Yeah, there's no avoiding this. Ledian. Sometimes this is made into a bug fighting type in these types of hacks. Those are focus punch. Maybe it actually is though. Probably fixed his terrible stat spread. Maybe. Let's see, are you fighting type in this? No. But your only good stat is your spit F, so goodbye. No. Boom, boom, boom. I know Blaziken's not the best lead on this team, but... Okay, this guy looks... Oh, I thought he was going to be unavoidable, like he was going to stop us. What? Where am I supposed to go, then? What? Maybe it is the secret. Is it Archie's room, like where the Master Ball is? Yeah, maybe. Okay. Maybe I should have gone with my initial hunch then. Well, no, it wasn't. It's not fair to call it my initial hunch. It was more like I ruled it out because I was like, ah, there's no way they make you go through this puzzle for a story thing. This is incorrect, right? It's this way. No, it's not. It's the... Fuck, it's either that one that's above me, or it's this one, or it's that one. Is it this one? No. See, if this was the Gen 3 base, I wouldn't even have to ask. Then again, that base is, I think, a little bit smaller. No, motherfucker, dude. No, I think it's... Is it critical path here, and then I take the lower one? Is that what it was? What's going on with my mouse? Why is it... Yeah. Okay. Alright. I don't think we fight anyone here, though. Back to Moss Deep. Alright, oh, that's the electrode that's over there, right? Oh, okay, yeah, we get the Sharpedo Knight. Jesus Christ. The torpedo. The shark torpedo. What's the fastest way out of here? I kind of feel like I should backtrack so as to not engage in a battle with someone that I haven't fought yet. Do escape ropes work here? I kind of doubt it. Yeah. Oh, they cleared out. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay. It's pretty straightforward. Ba-da-ba-ba. Da-da-da-da-da. Man, oh man. So what, back to Moss Deep it says? I know Zinnia said meet me at Sky Pillar, but it's... Bulbapedia saying Moss Deep. And then Satopolis, so we'll have to get Latios for that. Man, I am wiped out, dude. Dude. Oh. Wait a second. Did I seriously go that long without an encounter? It's kind of impressive. Did they like really slash the encounter rate? I mean, I'm glad for it, honestly, but we'll check Steven's house first, just in case that's correct. No. Yeah, it says Moss Deep here. Oh yeah, so this brings Wallace into the mix. There's Steve. Oh yeah, and then we go to Satopolis to get Wallace. And then we go to Sky Pillar, and that's it. Cool. No. That's rather sad for Wallace. That's really funny. Although, isn't that just like protagonist glazing in that case, where it's like, it's so unfortunate that you, the almighty player character, do not remember this NPC. But that's reading too deep into it, I feel like. It's just funny. It's rather sad for Wallace. Oh man, that's funny. Alright. Gotta get Latias, because I don't want to use Dive. Apple bottom jeans. We'll fly over there. I'm forgetting if we fight Wallace here or at the entrance to Sky Pillar, so I'm gonna grab Altaria just in case. Or I could just pull up the page again and just look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Yeah, let's see. Okay, we fight Wallace at the entrance to Sky Pillar. Also, is the bike puzzle still intact? That was one of the coolest things about Sky Pillar, was like the mock bike puzzles. There's been none of that, actually. Like Granite Cave, it's not there. I'm trying to think of where else that might be. I think it's just those two, yeah. All the loading zones. Oh, I should have kept the branch in the shot. That would have been aesthetic. Aesthetic. However you pronounce it. From that huge man who visited from the Gallus region. Good old AZ. We'll just fly to here so I can get my actual team. Almost done. Yeah, we can just leave it here. I'm also a little impatient right now just because I'm hungry. But I'll be okay. It's just like, what, Wallace, Zinnia... Motherfucker. Wallace, Zinnia, Rayquaza, Deoxys, this fucking guy. Of course, Herman. Of course, Swimmer Herman. Very important to the narrative here. Very pertinent to what we're trying to do right now. Very, very important. I should have healed, but I can just use an elixir. It's not a big deal. Also, I think I mentioned maybe a stream or two ago that like I'm still replaying Path of Radiance, just playing it a little bit slower. I think I just got to chapter 20, so still a good number of chapters left, but you know, slowly nearing the end, trying to savor it to an extent, but also, again, it's like some of these units get so cracked. And you would have to like really go out of your way to lose some of these units by the late game of Path of Radiance, because it's, you know, on the easier side and all that. So it's not like the most exciting thing to sit down and play like multiple chapters in a row sort of thing. So I'll like, you know, pop in, I'll do like a chapter, then I'll pop out for the day. But that's kind of more or less how I played it the first time. And the storytelling stuff is still great. It's just, I am looking forward to playing Radiant Dawn in particular. Because that game is much tougher. And, you know, that's coming from someone who finds, like, Binding Blade hard mode to be very engaging, and, like, there's bullshit there, yeah, but, like, I kind of like it. Whereas there's a lot of folks out there who find Binding Blade hard mode to be, like, too tedious or bullshit or punishing or, like, you know, whatever. So, you know, take the Path of Radiance difficulty discussion for me with kind of a grain of salt. Not that I'm a Fire Emblem master by any means. There are folks that are way more experienced and, like, better in, you know, in some sense at the games than I am. But, yeah. I feel like this thing's gonna Hypnosis. Also, Azula's not gonna do much in this battle, to be frank. I'm attacked once. Let me think. This would do 150 with super effective factored in. This is stronger because of stab. Oh, we get lucky as fuck? Because now I just T-punch and burn a heal from him. Because I would bet that T-punch 2 KOs, probably. I'm hoping. Oh, easy. Wow. I mean, I guess... Yeah, 150 versus this is 130 times 1.5, so I don't know, there's so 195. Like, you know, nearly 25% more damage, right? So not like as much of a difference, but I just try to do enough damage to his team with Blaziken as possible. This is Swift Swim, so it probably outspeed. Well, no, we're at plus whatever. I just T-punch for damage. I don't care if this goes down here. Just get a little chip. Blaziken's effectively capped at 77. Life Orb. Let me think. I can bait an Ice Beam and go into Grand. But I'm wondering, like, would it try to Hydro Pump Apollo? I don't think Apollo goes down to anything in 1, though. Yeah, okay. So it still scouts for the dry skin. I thought that's what happened the first time around. Like during the gym battle, but I wasn't sure. What is this, Wakanberry? I don't think it matters. I don't think... Oh, it barely matters. That's crazy. Alright, I mean... This thing is pretty frail on the defense. Yeah, the only stat that's under 100. Yeah. Might potion up. So... I don't think Willow's a bad play here. Oh. Okay, okay, I was like, what? So yeah, Willow is kind of the correct play here. DD. Oh. Does Intimidate hit through bounce? How does this work? Yeah. No para is really nice. Surely you are out of potions. Yeah, I was gonna say. Pretty sure you're just 2 potions. The Dra? The King Dra? I just play rough raw. Yeah. This thing's not that scary outside of rain. Oh. This is why we run Sucker Punch. Beautiful. It was Milo. You're pure water in this, I think. I don't think they made it pure water fairy. I kind of wish they did, because that would be an easier consideration for the team. But in this case, I mean, you're water moving for sure. I think Dompe is pretty safe. Especially because it might protect to get Flame Orb activated. I know, pumps. Just rain boosted pump. We tank that pretty easily. Dude, seriously? That was a crit. Definitely mattered. But we'll call it even for the attempted hypnosis. Which is a little bullshit. And, oh right, because he has a Mega Pert for some reason. Even though May can literally have that, and there's no Mega Gyarados user in the region. I mean, it is a Gen 3 Mon. I'm trying to think. And, like, there's no way this one-shots me. Come on now. What was it? Altaria, Gardevoir, Swampert in this guy's case, and then Absol. What was Phoebe's Mega was Banette, right? Should have been. And then Glacia was Glalie. So maybe it's to keep Wallace's Mega a Gen 3 water type. Yeah, because like Sharpedo's already taken by Archie as well. I don't know, maybe it was unavoidable. I feel like you could have argued for Mega Gyara though. I mean, Gyara was in the regional decks for Gen 3. I should probably just go heal the center, but it's fine. Da-da-da-da-da-da. We have one hard to find candy. How's this looking? I think we'll be okay. Maybe replenish Sucker Punch and Horn Leech, maybe. Everything else is fine. Also, I'm gonna use this on Sucker Punch, I think. Yeah, it's probably overkill, but I'm just thinking like, well, if Trevenant somehow walls something on Zinnia's team, right? And I'm spamming Horn Leech to like stay alive. I don't know what circumstance that would be, but it's something that occurred to me as a possibility. It's probably not though. No. Oh, this is kind of epic. I kind of remember this, sort of. Primal Groudon and Kyogre fought over the energy. Okay. Adds up. Right, so that, yeah, created Meteor Falls. It's pretty cool. Oh. Okay. So is there anything to do here, or... Like, these kind of look like the cracked panels, but they don't fall apart. Then again, like, I do think... Funny enough, requiring precision on this bike... You can't even use it here. Requiring precision on the way that this bike works, because it's, you know, 360 degrees. It probably would be tricky to be precise in that way. Hey, look at that. If you're rocking a fucking Seadra on your team, you can now evolve it. Wow. Think it's a little late for that, maybe? At least in this hack, I'm pretty sure you can buy that somewhere. Yeah. I don't know. This is cool though. The music is great. Like, that's the one thing that I think this game has the edge over the OG on, for sure. Although not that all the tracks in the GBA version are like bad, but it's just like there's certain instruments that like it's not really instruments, but it's like, you know, there's certain sounds in certain tracks where I'm just like, this is kind of grating and like doesn't sound good. And it's just like GBA things, you know. Just GBA things, man. Like, I almost feel some kind of pixel remaster of even Gen 3 would be cool. Of like Emerald specifically, like do a pixel art sort of remastering of that. That'll never happen officially, never. And if it does, then like great, but I highly doubt it. It's too late for Gen 3 and Gen 4, I feel like, to be like, you know, retouched. Like, of course, they're like ORAS could come to modern systems at some point. Like, I don't know, maybe, but yeah, it's like this isn't even a dungeon anymore. It's kind of unfortunate. Also, this is like one of the shortest loops of all time. It's pretty epic, but why is the loop so fucking short though? It's getting a little grating because of that. Yeah, I've decided that I actually don't really care about any of this, but that finale of flying up to fight, like that's the thing that sticks in people's minds, I think, and then you forget about all of like the backtracking and like just like, I don't know, man. It's cool and all, but I'm like, I don't really feel like I need all of this necessarily from Gen 3 of all things, right? Just like, I don't know, I'm already like not really that invested in Gen 3 story stuff, and then you're adding stuff. I don't know, it's not to discredit it, like it is interesting, but and I'm like kind of skimming as I go through. I'm just, I don't know. Do I care about the TM? I kind of do. Can't help it. If they didn't recolor the TMs to yellow... Oh, it's... dog shit. Okay. Except on anything but Glalie, basically. I don't even know if you can encounter wild bonds here, but probably. Can I save or no? Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. That's a cool shot. What? Oh wait, am I not gonna be able to Mega Evolve in this fight? Is that how that works? The Keystone Light? Rayquaza summoned by Keystone Light? That's funny. Like, literally, though. The light from the Keystone. The Keystone's light. Keystone Light. I hereby grant you this 24-pack of Keystone Light. Great Dragon. Don't drink that shit, it's garbage. That was like the first beer I ever had when I was in college. It was a Keystone fucking Light. Oh my god. It's the goat. Rip. Wait, do we get Mega Ray for the Zinnia fight? I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't really want to cut anyone from my squad, though, and wouldn't that be, like, too powerful? I guess we'll see how things play out. This is, like, the only interesting part of this fucking thing, dude. Like, it's very cool. Like, this final sequence is really cool. But And granted, like, it's like in like 2 hours or whatever. It's really not that bad to just power through the rest of the Delta episode. But the rest of it's kind of just like, I don't know, man. I guess it makes more sense to show Zinnia like taking these instead of like just coming straight here and her being like, oh, I conveniently got all the, like, yeah, I get it, but only to a certain extent. Alright, bye. I feel like the game is gonna force me to put it in my party. Which it's cool, like Rayquaza's dope and all, but I'm like, I want to keep my team though. Yeah, I don't even care. Because I can just knock out Deoxys and it's the same difference. It's not like I care about like filling out the dex or like transferring it to like, it's like, well, this is on emulator anyway, so yeah. Cool, wasn't that an epic fight against Rayquaza? That was so epic, wow. Very interesting and dynamic and interactive, and just like, man. It's like, I know I chose to throw the Master Ball, but it's like, dude, catching Mons is never interesting, man. Okay, I do have to send someone back. I mean, the most comparable one would be Alt. The thing is, Alt kind of schools Zinnia's team. But then again, Langolier could also be good, but Alt is better, though. I feel like Mega Alt is funny enough better in like a long-term game just because of like setup. Like you know, Mega Mawile in a competitive context, when it's EV basically to one-shot shit, it's a different story to like a, you know, not uninvested, but like randomly invested Mega Mawile. Whereas Altaria might actually kind of benefit from the random investment, having a little extra bulk that it otherwise might not, and you can shore up the attack power with Dragon Dance. Yeah, typing wise, it would make sense to get rid of Strife, but I'm like, this thing is so good. We send Azula back. I don't want to send anybody back, man. This is annoying. Apollo's probably the weakest link, but it's good coverage, good speed control to an extent. I'm trying to think though, Zinnia just has dragons, yeah? So Apollo is actually like not that useful. We can get some Volt Switch chip. Let's go with Apollo, I guess. Yeah. Again, I don't really want to do this, but sure. Oh, maybe, I guess I should have sent one of my Megas back, actually, because if I Mega with Ray, but I don't even know if I will Mega with Ray, though. I know that seems like sacrilege in this context, but it's also like, Mega All Dragon Fairy is just like so kind of disgusting, actually, typing-wise. Oh, it's, no, I did not want to lead this. At all. Is a terrible lead. What the fuck? Blaziken lead would have schooled this, protect HJK, and we're off and running. Okay, I guess I'm starting on the back foot because I know in the original fight it's like you could probably just get away with just sweeping her entire team with Mega Ray if you knew what you were doing. But yeah. Not here. Yeah, so we have to take a mass... Okay, yeah, whatever. It's fine. Yeah, that should have been turn 1. Or turn 2. But whatever, it's fine. Is this really your answer to Blaziken? Usually, like, as shit as the enemy AI is, they at least will go into, like, an answer, if they have one. Maybe she doesn't have an answer to this. No, this would have been a better answer. I don't get it. I made Shit-King again. For Big Chip. For Big Dale. See, even if you're Yachi, I think you die. Even if you're Yachi, I think you die. It's a stab Ice Beam against a half-health chomp, and it's not even Yeesh. D-Knight. I just Ice Beam twice. Like, it could go for Fire move, maybe? Citrus. Attempts to Iron Tail. Fails. So we just get the Ice Beam sweep anyway. So we know she has Mega Mence. Gren probably outspeeds, maybe? I actually don't know Mega Mence's... I think it's 120 speed? But I don't know if, like, exactly. This thing has a shit ton of Spit F, so this is where I switch out. Mega Salamence. Cerebi. Yeah, 120 speed. Okay. So it gets 20 points in speed, it gets 10 points in Spit F. Minus 10... No, sorry, I'm stupid, I misread this. 10 points in special attack and Spit F. 50 points in defense, and 10 points in attack. So it actually, yeah, mostly gets defense, and then 20 points of speed, but yeah. U-turn did that much, it's crazy. Oh, wait, that was a bad switch on my part. I feel like this just kills, right? It's like, no, Mega Evolve the Rayquaza. It's like, Mega Altaria is just better in this context, though. Like, the only thing is I switched hard into it, which was really dumb of me. I just sacked it in case it like DDs or something weird. I just strength sack this as a precaution against that. Or that's your best move against a Mega Altaria, dude? What? Alright, this is sufficiently chipped. It had Aerolate boosted Double Edge and didn't click it immediately. What? Was it predicting the Mawile switch in or something? To be fair, that could have happened. Just a little extra chipperoonie. Yeah, now we go Gren. An Ice Beam. Very easy fight. Imagine running a mono dragon team in Gen 6. Mega Shinron. Yeah, well, I mean, it's... When you fight Ray, it's really just you just catch him, kind of thing. I do have the Mega Ray on my team. He kind of... You're forced to send somebody back. But he didn't even... Wasn't even useful in that fight, really. Mostly because of the level discrepancy. Like, in vanilla, I'm pretty sure you can just sweep her entire team with Mega Ray if you play it right. But we're about to fly up to... We're about to fly on Mega Ray's back to go take down Dio. Deoxys, that is. D-E-O, not D-I-O. That's literally what people call Deoxys as like as shorthand. For, like, you know, DOA, DO, you know, like dash A is like Deoxys attack, DOD is Deoxys defense, etc. Yeah, man, like this shit is this shit is really sick. Like, I gotta say, especially conceptually, even in execution, it's pretty cool. It's just this is one of those remakes though where I'm like, it just still so much missed potential. I think it's still solid, but it's, yeah. This is admittedly super sick though. But this is like the coolest thing that happens in the game, and it's like, we do this, we one-shot Deoxys, and that's it, you know? You didn't touch Hoenn since the GBA games at the time. No, for sure. No, this is super gas, but... And I agree, like, It took me some ruminating and, like, maybe a second playthrough of ORAS, way back when, like, first when it came out, for me to, like, kind of settle on my feelings on it, I guess. Because I think compared to Ruby and Sapphire, it's a suitable thing, but it's like... There's still just a lot of missed potential in terms of, like, everything I've talked about. Plus difficulty, ease of difficulty being, like, particularly notable in the vanilla game. This is so sick, dude. Deoxys is one of my favorite legends. The thing is, I can go Mawile and click Sucker Punch and just win. Get the Mega Ray. They should have made it level 100 for this hack, honestly. Or, like, there should have been something where, like... There should have been something where, like, you fight each of its forms or something like that, right? Like, you kill it, and then it changes form, or, like, just something. Because, like, alright, that's it. Wow. 3,000 experience, cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of an anticlimax. Like, the cutscenes and stuff leading up to it, yeah. Then the actual fight, it's like, you're fighting the frailest mon on Earth, dude. Deoxys has, like, 50 in all of its... in all of its defensive stats. And even then, even if it was, like, a team of sorts of the 4 Deoxys forms, I don't think it changes much. Because they're all mono-psychic also, which isn't great, admittedly. What? That's your employee. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Get some help. Why? I think they'll change up the legends in ZA. So, I guess you have that more action-oriented battle system, so like that changes things. But it probably won't. That almost seems like an evolution on the boss fights in Legends Arceus. But that was, you played as your trainer and you were throwing, like, it's kind of like chucking Pokeballs, but you were like chucking something to like sort of tame them, the bosses, and it would deplete their health bar, as it were, and you would like dodge roll out of the way and stuff like that. It was pretty basic, but definitely more engaging than like your typical legendary boss fight or something, you know? And then like the final boss of Arceus, spoiler alert for those who haven't played it, is like you fight, you know, the main antagonist at that point, and he has a Giratina on his team, but the Giratina, you fight it both in its like shadow form and in its actual like origin form. So you fight like it's like a 7v6 in that case, or something like that. Because like you have to fight 2 Giratinas. 2 Giratinas! Bro. Why are they still dressed like this? So what, does Team Aqua just turn into the Coast Guard, basically? Oh, the actual legendaries? See, the thing with, like, Zygarde, you already have Zygarde Complete, which is basically, like, a Megazord. It's basically a Megazord. But it was never used in, like, a narrative context, so I'm kind of like, are they gonna do Mega Zygarde? And it's a Mega off of his Complete form? That'd be kind of insane, because Zygarde Complete is already super strong. But, like, Zygarde, from a narrative standpoint, got shelved in Gen 6, and then you collected, like, Zygarde cells in Gen 7. And that's where, like, the dog form comes from, and then there's, like, you know, the basic... There's, like, the regular Zygarde that was in Gen 6 to begin with, but you have, like, dog form, which is 10%. The regular form is considered 50%, and then there's Complete. So I'm like, I could see them doing Mega Zygarde. I think it'd be cool to do Mega Xerneas and Yveltal as well, but... Because, like, those are the Gen 6 box legends to begin with, but it's also like, well... Are they even a factor anymore after the events of XY, though? Right? If you're keeping that congruent, I guess? I don't know. You would think so, right? But I don't know. From what I'm recalling in the leaks, I don't remember a legendary getting a Mega in the leaks, but the leaks could be inaccurate. Or incomplete. So I guess we'll see. I mean, I guess they could do something that's not a Mega Evolution specifically, kind of like with Primal Reversion or like Dialga and Palkia's origin forms, which were really kind of a travesty, unfortunately. Giratina Origin, of course, the one of the 3 that got its origin form back in Gen 4, and it's sick. Cool, in my opinion, cooler than its regular form. Wait, this is literally setting up for Emerald to be more of a sequel, in a way. As opposed to just like a retelling with Wallace as champion, but it's kind of an interesting nod. Based off what the games... Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, I don't know. I don't really know what to expect in that regard, I guess. I'm curious to see the megas for the starters, I assume. Or if I don't even know if the starters are going to be regional variants, or if it's just going to be regular, and then you mega evolve them. But, yeah. And there's a few others I'm curious about as well. Though I could definitely see, you know, if I played this game, or like if someone played this game at the age that I was when I played the original games, then yeah, I mean, I could see like sort of in a similar way why this game resonates with the younger generation at this point. This game makes me feel old. That's not why I have been so harsh on it, but it's like it is something where I'm like, damn, this is 10 years old already. What the fuck? Or I guess 11 this year. 10 years ago was the gap year for them. One of very few. It's so weird seeing Birch like anywhere but the lab. Although what's cool, in OG Gen 3, Birch can actually be in like one of, is it 3 places? Like he can either be on the route between Little Root and Oldale. Maybe he can be where you first fight May, or something, and then he can be in his lab, or something along those lines. I think that's kind of interesting. You, Birch, and Mrs. Birch. Do the professors have first names? I think Oak does, but that's like an anime thing, maybe. I know Juniper does as well, because there's 2 Junipers. Her and her father. Pokemon professors. I'm curious about this now. Samuel Oak, right? Because Samson Oak is his like cousin or something in the Alola games. Elm is just Professor Elm, it looks like. Birch is just Birch. Rowan is just Rowan. Juniper is Aurea, Juniper, and Cedric. Another reason why Gen 5 is the goats, man. The actual, it's like, wow, they gave them first names, wow. I'm not being sarcastic. Okay, Sycamore has a first name as well. Okay, cool. Augustine, Sycamore, good. Like, making them actual characters, thank you. Kukui does not have one, though. Kukui's cool, though, so it doesn't matter. Now what happens? And then Sonia's the opposite, where she doesn't have a last name. Although I guess is her name Sonia Magnolia, I guess? Yeah, I'm like, give your characters first and last names, what the fuck? In like Fire Emblem or something, it's a little more acceptable, because it's like, in times where you might not actually go by like a full name in the modern sense. Then again, the more recent games, in particular like Three Houses, was really big on that. Some characters had middle names also, which is cool. But I guess May's name is May Birch, right? Unless you're playing as May, in which case it's Brendan Birch, which kind of sounds better. Bum 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 beam, bumpy dum bum. It's like we literally live next door to each other. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like bye. Like a bye forever. Crosses the street. Yeah, there's actually a gutter on the house. I can appreciate that detail. A little bit of detail. Cool. And that's all she wrote. It's a Wii U. This will forever be funny. What a time capsule. I'm trying to think. Sun and Moon might have a Wii U in it as well. Ultra probably has the Switch, maybe? Because it came out after the Switch came out, but... Also, you would think that in the Pokemon universe, if video games existed, there probably would be Pokemon video games, actually. Like something like Pokken, or something like that, right? Oh, is this how we get, like, the Johto starters or something? But up. Yeah, Johto starters. Go Toto. Not that it's gonna matter. Oh. Also, wait, isn't Shrew... No, it's a Zigzagoon, and then it's a Poochyena in Emerald, or vice versa, or something like that. I think. Shabba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-ba-da. Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that is all. I no longer have to play this game, which I'm happy with. What? Wait, does it do this for like every batch of starters? If so, that's kind of funny, but also a little annoying. Oh yeah, okay, this is just like a funny little... It's just the Amazon delivery driver, calm down. Gen 5 starters. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I gotta do a playthrough with Embor in Gen 5 at some point. That's probably my least used Gen 5 starter, because I used to not like it that much. Partially... It was mostly because it was just firefighting again, you know what I mean? And I think in Dre's hacks, it's typically a fire ground. Typically. Not here, though, but that's a little more interesting, in my opinion, but I like Embor's design much more than I used to. But I don't even know if the design was really ever, like, the main contention. It also has a great shiny as well. But, yeah. That's all we got. We don't have the full squad here. Heliolisk is in the PC. But yeah. That's all there is.